We knew that Ballerina was set in the John Wick universe, but now we know more about how John Wick himself is going to be involved. Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing editor at CinemaBlend, and as you can tell, I'm in Las Vegas for CinemaCon 2024. The Lionsgate panel featured the very first footage from the upcoming John Wick spinoff Ballerina, starring Ana De Armas. I'm not quite sure when this is going to arrive online, so I'm going to describe in detail everything that we got to see from the anticipated movie. It's important for me to note that they have said from the stage, director Len Wiseman is going to go back and film some additional set pieces for Ballerina, because once they realized that they were going to push the film back from its original release date and put it into 2025, it gave them more time to sort of work on the franchise, to build out the mythology of the John Wick series, and to figure out where Ballerina is going to fit in it. It was confirmed from the stage at CinemaCon that Ballerina's story takes place between John Wick's Part 3 and Part 4, which is very crucial if you've seen Part 4, because you're curious, is Keanu Reeves going to be part of this story? And yes, based on the trailer that we got to see here at CinemaCon, Keanu Reeves is going to be in this film and serve as a bit of a mentor for Ana De Armas' character, who is another hitman who's part of the world of the Continental. Through this footage, we did get to return to the Continental and see where Ana De Armas fits into the overall mythology. We catch back up with the late Lance Reddick, which is very nice to see him back on screen, an important character of the John Wick franchise. We also see Ian McShane, who is reprising his role from the John Wick films and is going to be another person who is putting Ana De Armas out into this world. As you might expect from a John Wick spinoff, this is a vengeance story. Ana De Armas' character is a former ballerina who is a trained assassin. She is wronged in some way, shape, or form, and then goes through multiple different trials to get back at the people who took out members of a family who were very close to her. Ana De Armas, as you saw in the most recent James Bond film, No Time to Die, is extremely skilled at action set pieces, and she looks phenomenal in the part, fits into this world extremely well. There's a great shot of her at essentially a shooting range where she is loading her gun after every single shot, and there's a mechanical nature to the way that she pulls that off. It just makes me believe that she's going to be able to not pick up the baton from Keanu Reeves, but run in the way that we want to see from the John Wick spinoff, while also being its own unique story. Len Wiseman is a new director to this franchise, but he's going to be working with producer Chad Stahelski to make sure that Ballerina fits into the mold of the John Wick films up until this point. But what I was really surprised to figure out is Keanu Reeves coming back and playing John Wick as a mentor for Ana De Armas. And what we find out later on in the trailer is that she approaches this shadowy figure off on the side, says, "Oh, you're the one who we all know as Baba Yaga, and I want you to train me in the ways of what you have been able to do." Keanu shows up, says, "Based on what I've seen so far from you, you're already doing it." So it's a little bit of a passing of the baton and a mentor who's helping the next assassin come up through the ranks. Now, this is a very dangerous place for a person to be. Of course, this is an action-packed and lethal-looking film, but I think they want Ballerina to become the first step in multiple stories that can be told in this world. And Lionsgate executives talked about that their three main franchises, Saw, The Hunger Games, and John Wick, are ones that they want to stay in for years to come. So if Ballerina does really well and connects with its audience, then I expect them to be making multiple films with Ana De Armas moving forward. Overall, the footage looked great. I think you guys will be excited when you see it. It fits very much into the mold of John Wick. A lot of training montages with Ana De Armas, and again, her just looking extremely fluid and comfortable in the role, looking as lethal as possible. And again, to me, the surprise of seeing Keanu Reeves having a beefy part in this story. So Ballerina is going to pick up the John Wick franchise and roll from it. However, we have to wait until 2025 to finally see this finished film. So I was excited to see that this happened as part of the Lionsgate presentation, and I hope it makes it online sometime soon for you guys to be able to check it out as well too. We're going to be here at CinemaCon for the rest of the week, so make sure you keep it on CinemaBlend for the latest updates from all the major Hollywood studio panels and all the biggest news of movies coming to theaters near you.